That's the Big Dipper over there.
Yellow and blue make green.
Well, a cow pie really isn't a pie.
Come on, Riff! Open your eyes!
Remember, you're always teaching. Teach carefully. React with rage and kids will learn it's okay to do the same. Keep your cool and kids will do likewise. For advice, visit actagainstviolence.org. Brought to you by MetLife Foundation, National Association for the Education of Young Children, and the Ad Council.
Why can't I also be? Check. Oh, that's right. I'm number 2. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Joe Blanchard Gymnasium, home of the San Joaquin Delta College Mustangs. This matchup between the Sac City Panthers and the home team, San Joaquin Delta College Mustangs. Jeff Dominic along with you. Thank you all very much for joining us tonight. When the starting lineups are just now getting announced for Sac City, and we will talk about those numbers here in just a moment. A very small lineup for the Sac City Panthers. Right now I'm counting a total of 6 players, which means that the bench is very, very small, obviously, for obvious reasons. We will once again talk a little bit about these matchups here in just a moment. I got the wrong roster. Mark, can you grab it? Mark will be joining me here in just a moment as he's logging in. I've got a roster in there that I need, as people are laughing at me probably right now.
What roster are you looking for?
I am looking. There it is, Mark Leong. It's a roster that looks like this. It's the women's one. There it is. Thank you very much. If you can put that with that and throw that away for me, I apologize. So we will talk about the Sac City Panthers, starting off with number 0, the sophomore guard, 5'5", from Cosumnes Oaks, Sam Stinson. Following her, the number 11, Jessica Lauderdale, the sophomore guard, 5'6", from John F. Kennedy. The Kaylee Crevens, the sophomore guard, 5'4", from Del Campo. Number 15, Isabel Bevan, the sophomore guard, forward from Grant High School. We are live and local. Thank you very much for tuning in on the Pacific Radio Network. Both teams are getting onto the court. Delta in the white and gold numbers with Delta across their chest. Sac City controls the tip. They are wearing the black uniforms with yellow stripes along the side and red numbers. As we get underway, Sac City controls the tip as they go from left to right. Here at the top of the key. Lauderdale with the ball. She gets it inside to Bucker. Bucker tries to get it in. Stolen. Well, actually going to be a tie-up, and it's going to be a kicking violation called on Sac City, and we go the other way. Delta on the court. They have, we'll get these names out here in just a moment. They have Rabina, Williams, Bulagan, Nani Kumba as well, and number 12, Mia Jones. Jones with it right now. Cross-court pass too far out of the reach of Rabina, and it's a turnover on both teams here early to start the very first quarter, 9:14, and we've already got 2 turnovers, no points to start off. And Mark is joining us here right now. Mark, what? Not a big bench for Sac City, and so it's going to be, I think, going to be a lot of tired legs for this team if we're not too careful, because you know Delta can run the house down if they're not careful.
Yeah, and look the other way. Look at Delta. They have a big bench, so they're gonna go deep, more deeper than what Sac State Panthers will be able to do.
Long 3 attempted and no good by Baven, and a quick rebound gathered in by Deja Williams, and a long lay-in by Mia Jones. So Delta out early 2-0 here at the Joe Blanchard Gymnasium. Once again, Delta going from right to left, stolen by Mia Jones. She's going to go ahead a 2-on-1 breakaway. She's going to stop, pop, and no good. Rebounded, controlled by Lauderdale, and we go the other way. So Mia Jones with the first quick 2 points. Lauderdale with a early rebound. Lauderdale with it at the top of the key. A long cross-court pass up to the top, back out to the elbow. That's Lauderdale at the elbow. Long pass to Bucker. She'll get it up to the top. Inside. Tries to lay it up. No good. Rebounded, controlled by Bulagan, and we go the other way for the Mustangs. Stolen early by Cravens. So a little sloppy play early on. Inside pass into the key is Bucker. She gathers her own miss. Rebounded, controlled, now stolen by the Tigers, or by the Mustangs, and we go from right to left. Rushing into the lane was Mia Jones, and she is called for the foul. Number 11, Lauderdale, called with the foul. Her first personal, first team foul.
Both teams right now are playing sloppy. I mean, they're getting opportunities to score, but they're just not scoring. It's turnovers after turnovers.
Very early turnovers here. Mia Jones will go ahead and shoot 2 here. First free throw is up and short off the front iron.
This is a big advantage for Delta to see if they could capitalize bench-wise.
Mia Jones has played in 6 games and started all 6 games that she has played. An attempted steal by Rabina, out of bounds, last touch by her. We'll try the inbound pass as the second free throw was good by Mia Jones. Full court press by the Mustangs. And currently Baven with it, and she hands it off to Lauderdale. Timeout called on the court as there was a full court press, and the Mustangs held them to, and it might be a 10-second violation here in a second if we're not careful. A timeout called on the court, so we will kind of just stay right here as we kind of regroup and gather our thoughts here. And it's early. Mia Jones with the only 3 points so far, and it's kind of weird. We were kind of looking at no Brittany Butler tonight, and I'm kind of wondering if she's kind of saving the legs because head coach Gina Johnson, you know that she's playing to the numbers game, and it looks like 6 players for Sac City. So why am I going to throw out one of my best players out there to run her legs off if the advantage is on us?
Yeah, well, we don't know what else could be the problem. The situation with Brittany Butler, like you said, it could be just playing game wise, resting her legs.
Foul called on Nani Kumba, her first personal. You have a team in the backcourt and you foul early, so turnover here stolen by the Mustangs. And Mia Jones goes down hard, and she's hurting bad. She was had a long outlet pass by
Deja Williams.
Deja Williams, who had stolen the ball, and head coach Gina Johnson's on her way over there now to take a look because that was looked like she twisted her ankle.
Unfortunately, for those Mustangs right now. I mean, they got big bench, but to see a player like that get down.
Well, right. Once again, we don't know what Raynell Lynn's. We heard that Raynell Lynn is out again for the season. Sounds like so. There's one bad situation. Then you have Brittany Butler's not starting. Doesn't mean she's not playing. We've seen her warming up with the rest of the team, but that doesn't mean anything at this point either. So you've got, if she goes down, there's a little bit of a situation starting to brew here.
I mean, yeah, just for her safety. Just hopefully nothing too serious right now, but we're gonna see what Coach Gina Johnson will do.
It's actually gotten very quiet here in the Joe Blanchard Gymnasium, which is kind of.
So we're gonna stay quiet too.
I know. I'm talking lightly because I don't want to sound like I'm like yelling at her or anything. So it's kind of weird, but we're kind of stepping aside. You know what we'll do is I think what we need to do is let's go ahead and take a break. When we come back, we will give you an update on. Well, that wasn't nice. We'll hopefully give you an update on Mia Jones as well as the rest of the squad here for the San Joaquin Delta College Mustangs. As I say, we're about to go to break. It looked like she sat up, and the crowd here in the gym has still gotten quiet, but but the claps were definitely something nice for now. Mark, you can see a little bit better than I can. What are you seeing?
They're just talking to her right now and seeing what's the problem. She'd be able to get up with the help with the trainer and Coach Gina Johnson.
And she's looking like she's very gingerly on her right ankle.
Hopefully we could get a word on how serious her.
And substituting while Williams is out is Jordan Morales. All right, let's get back into this here. Nani Kumba going to go ahead and inbound the ball right along the baseline. Mustangs going from right to left. Inside pass to Krista Bulligon, no good. Rebounded, controlled by the Panthers. That was
Dominic Buckhor.
Bucker with the ball. She gives it up to Baven. Baven gives it inside to Bucker. Bucker kicks it out for a shot. No good by Cravens. Rebounded, controlled by the Panthers. And a non-backcourt violation as it was last touched by Deja Williams. So the Panthers regroup. They get it inside, stolen by Krista Bulligon. Bulligon gets it up ahead to Nani Kumba. Kumba is going to go ahead and take it all the way. A little too strong. No good. Rebounded, controlled by Lauderdale. And we go back to side for Sac City. Sac City going from left to right in all black, yellow stripes, and red numbers. Stinson with it. She gives it off to Baven. Baven shoots for three. No good. Rebounded, controlled by Deja Williams. Williams controlling it, waiting for the rest of her team. And here we go. Rabina with it. She's at the top of the key. Inside pass to Nani Kumba. Kumba tries to get it up. Too strong. Controlled by Bucker.
That was a good dish, but unfortunately couldn't finish for the Delta Mustangs.
Last touch out of bounds. Controlled by the Panthers. A couple of different substitutions as we'll get those announced here in just a moment. We have number 34, Rihanna Jackson. Chantanese Mendoza and Jaylee Anises all checked in for the Mustangs. Full court press once again by the Mustangs. Anises with it. And a 10-second violation called on the Panthers, and the Mustangs will control the inbound pass here as another turnover by Sac City. Rubino with it. calling out the plays for the Mustangs. Right along the elbow, kicks it inside. An 18-foot shot, no good. Rebounded, controlled by Rihanna Jackson, and she's called for traveling as she kind of went down on the play.
Do you have the stats on how many turnovers these teams have altogether?
No, but I'm going to just say 6. And we're only 5 minutes, 28 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Basketball controlled by Cravens. She gives it up to the top to Lauderdale. Lauderdale and Cravens give it a little bit of a handoff right at the top of the key. Kicks it out. Shot for 3, no good. Rebounded, controlled by Rihanna Jackson. And the Mustangs will go the other way. Long pass out front to number 2 Morales, and she's fouled by number 11 Lauderdale. That's her second personal foul.
Yeah, it's not good when you have more turnovers than the total points that both teams score.
Right now, yeah.
They need to both teams need to call. Someone needs to call timeout and just regroup.
As that shot by Morales is good, the free throw. So Alyssa Reed will check in, the freshman guard from Patterson. Second free throw by Morales is good as well. So 5-0 here with 5:07 to go here in the first quarter. Mustangs lead over Sac City. Pass to Reed along the cross court, stolen by the Mustangs. And a free pass all the way up is number 13, Shantanese Mendoza. Mendoza with her first 2 points and a steal here in the first quarter. Bucker with the basketball. She tries to drive inside. No good. Regathers her own rebound. And a fight inside, and a foul going to be called on the Mustangs, and that's on number 34, Rihanna Jackson, her first personal, and a substitution coming in, Alyssa Reed going out, and Lauderdale checking back in.
Coach Julia Allender for the Sac City Panthers yelling at their team.
I didn't catch what she said, but the
X. Corrupt the X.
Baven with the basketball, and she tries to lay it in, no good, but Rihanna Jackson called for her foul along that inbound play. That will bring back in Bulligon for the Mustangs.
Quick 2 fouls for Rihanna Jackson. Less than 10 seconds.
Inbound pass to Bavens. Behind the back pass for 3, no good by the Panthers. Stolen by Lauderdale. Lauderdale gives it up to Bucker. Bucker back to Lauderdale. Lauderdale will try and drive inside, and a foul called, and I believe that will be on number 33, Morales, and that's her first personal foul. So with 4:14 to go, the Mustangs are in a little bit of foul trouble as they have 4 here early on. We'll see a plethora of Mustang players coming in. Lauderdale with the basketball for the Panthers. They go from left to right. Up to the top is Baven. She's going to shoot the 3 and nail it. So Baven with her first 3 points for the Panthers.
First points for the Panthers. You said that's her first points. It's not
True.
just her first points. It's a team first points.
Another turnover by the Mustangs. And we'll see. It looks like Deja Williams checking back in, as well as Nani Kumba. And the new Mustang on the court is number 21, Fiona Bryant. Stinson with it, right at the top of the key, matched up by Nani Kumba. She gets double teamed. She kicks it out right along the elbow. That's Lauderdale. She's going to just shoot it up and make it. And the Mustangs lead is only 7-5. With 3:25 to go here in the first quarter. Nani Kumba gives up to Deja Williams. She'll shoot the 3 right along near us. Rebounded, controlled by Bulligon. No good, and out of bounds. Last touched, looked like by the Panthers. So Mustangs will inbound it. That's Nani Kumba. She gives it up to Deja Williams at the top of the key. Back to Kumba, who's on the far three-point line. Back to Williams. No look pass inside. Kick back out to Nani Kumba, who will shoot the three at the elbow this time. Air ball, no good, and out of bounds. And head coach Gina Johnson probably not too happy right now with the way that things are kind of turning out, and rightfully so. 7-5. You have pretty much. I mean, that's why we play the games, but you have every advantage, and yet we're looking at a 7-5 score with 3:02 to go here in the first quarter.
Yeah, and that's a 5-0 run for Sac City Panthers. So even though it's just a 5-0 run, they're down by 2. So, and how they're playing both teams, it's anyone's game right now. And you don't want to see 7-5 when you have more players,
more firepower.
Yeah. So I don't know what's going on with the Lady Mustangs right now, but they needed to do something, find a spark on the offense.
So we've seen 10 Mustangs, and all 6 players for the Panthers have already checked in and gone. So it's pretty amazing that they're able to keep up the way that they've kept up, and so far, the Panthers are trying. Too long of a pass by Cravens, and it's out of bounds, out of the reach of Stinson, and another turnover here. Once again, I'm going to say, we're keeping stat tracks for ourselves, but I would say that there's probably at least been 12 to 13 turnovers here early on.
Put this point, 2 teams put together, that's probably how much turnovers that both teams have.
And he's not exaggerating at all. Cravens with the basketball as she kicks it out to Stinson. Stinson tries to drive it inside. She'll shoot it from along the baseline. No good. Rebounded, controlled by the Mustangs. Outlet pass to Deja Williams, who's going to go ahead and one-on-one it. She'll try and lay it in, and good. And count the basket. And the foul will be on number 15, Baven. Deja Williams with her first bucket of the evening. And Deja Williams will head to the line for the and one. That free throw is up and good. So Mustangs lead 10-5 here with 2:20 to go here in the first quarter. Panthers with the basketball as they go from left to right. Baven with it, gets it inside to Bucker. Bucker kicks it back out to Lauderdale, back to Baven. And she'll dribble it up to the top of the key. She's looking for anybody to inbound it to. Stolen by the Mustangs. That is Anise. She hands it off to Deja Williams. No good. Nani Kumba with the rebound. No good. Out of bounds. Last touch by the Mustangs. So far, not a lot of points, but good defense. Stolen by Nani Kumba. She's going to try and lay it in, and good. Nani Kumba with her first basket, as well as the steal, and she's starting to kind of, the stat-wise is not great, and as a outlet pass is out of the reach of Cravens and out of bounds, and the Mustangs will take it over as they look to possibly get a 10-point lead or get it closer to double digits at this point. Rubino, go ahead.
I was going to say, Rubina just came back in for the Mustangs.
She just tried a three, no good. Rebounded by Sac City, and that was Lauderdale. She gets it up to the front court, kicks it out to Stinson, no good. Rebounded by Lauderdale, no good. She gets her own rebound once again, hands it off to Bucker, back to Stinson for three, no good. She'll try and, Lauderdale's all over the place. If there's one girl that I'm liking so far for...
And she's playing with 2 fouls. And you said the bench was so small, so she had to be careful. She don't get her 3rd foul in the first quarter.
I know, and I'm starting to like her more and more. I mean, I love the hustle. I love what she's been able to provide so far on this court for Sac City. Robina with the basketball, hands it off to Nani Kumba at the top of the key. Mustangs going from right to left. She gets it inside to Bulligon. Bulligon right at the free throw line, kicks it out for three. Good, and that's Morales. Morales with 5 points here in the first quarter. And the Mustangs lead 15-5. Cravens gets it up to the front court. She'll dribble it up right at the elbow. Hands it off and kicked out. Back to Lauderdale for three. No good. Rebounded, controlled by Cravens, up and good. So Rabina tries to get it inside, and she's going to be fouled by Stinson. Now will be her first personal foul. 4th team foul. A couple more substitutions coming in. We have, for the first time, we'll see number 25 for the Mustangs. That is Felicia Horn with 14 on the game clock. Pass inside, no good. Rebounded, controlled. Last touch out of bounds by Horn. And with 8 seconds, the Panthers will try and get anything they can. 15-7 is the score. Panthers with the basketball. And trailing here. Gets it into Lauderdale. Lauderdale gets it up top. No shot called. And a double dribble called with half a second left. So the Mustangs look like they're going to close out this quarter with a 15-7 lead. As we'll see the inbound pass. Waiting for it here right quick to Rabina. Rabina's going to go ahead and get it. She's going to launch it, but it's going to be well away from the clock as of this point. So after one, we are heading to the second quarter, 15-7 on the Pacific Radio Network. Jeff Dominic along with Mr. DJ JOD, Mark Itliong. We'll be right back.
Ever think of light bulbs as being cool? They are if you choose energy-efficient bulbs and fixtures that have earned the government's Energy Star label. They're so hot, they're cool. Because they burn cool and last up to 10 times longer, you save money and oodles of energy. Change a light, help the environment, save some green. The solution is as close as your nearest lamp socket. Brighten your environmental future. From the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency.
Statistics say that 4 out of 10 high school students will drop out of high school, but sometimes the difference between dropping out and finishing is a boost.
I sort of got messed up into gangs, and there's one girl named Maria. She just told me to get my things straight, and ever since then, she's been there for me.
10 real-life at-risk students are filming their year, so you can see what it's really like trying to get through high school. Go to boostup.org to see their stories and give someone you know a boost so they can finish. High school is hard. Graduating is harder. Brought to you by the U.S. Army and the Ad Council.
Second quarter about to go underway here at the Joe Blanchard Gymnasium. Jeff Dominic along with Mr. DJ JOD, Mark Itliong. Mustangs going to go ahead and control this possession as we have Mustang basketball here for you. Mustangs, San Joaquin Delta College Mustangs taking on the Sac City Panthers. Mustangs going from right to left, wearing all white, gold numbers, and Delta right across their chest. Bulligon with the basketball, kicks out to Mia Jones. Mia Jones fakes like she's going to shoot a three. She'll try to drive it inside, finds nobody available, and Sac City steals the basketball. Sac City wearing all black with yellow stripes down the sides and red numbers. Mavens with the basketball. She gets it stolen by the Mustangs. That's Horn. She kicks it out to Williams. Williams thought about the three, decides to go back inside, and she nails it. And she now has 5 points on the evening. Between her and Morales, both of them have 5 points total.
That was a 3 or 2?
It's 2.
I only have her 4 points.
Another 10-second violation on Sac City. That's the second time we've seen that tonight, and the pressure by the Mustangs really affecting Sac City. 17-7, here's our score as we enter this second quarter with 9 minutes, 12 seconds to go in the first half. Rubino with the basketball for the Mustangs as they go from right to left. She continues to have the ball. She is going to go ahead and take her first shot. No good. Rebounded, controlled by Stinson, and stolen by Rabina. And a great heads-up play by Rabina as she bounces it off of Cravens, and it's out of bounds going to Delta.
Same thing with the first quarter. I'm seeing both teams still have trouble handling the ball.
You know, it seems a little bit weird. Rabina with the basketball. Brittany Butler's normally the player that you want to talk about. Nice inside pass to Nani Kumba. The assist to Rabina. And the Mustangs build on their lead here in the first half. Pass to the front court to Cravens. She gets it tapped away by by Williams. And Bulagan is going to go ahead and wait for the rest of her team. So we will move that in. A rebound attempted, controlled by Bucker. And Lauderdale now with it. Gets it up to the top front court. And a trap possibility stolen by Rabina. Hands it off to Nani Kumba. Nani Kumba is going to do a little floater. It rattles in just around the free throw line. And Kumba now takes the lead in points with 6. Stinson with the basketball. Gives it up to the top to Baven. Baven kicks it out to Cravens for 3. No good. Rebounded, controlled by Horn. Looks like the Mustangs want to hurry things up. Outlet pass to Amelia Williams. Williams is going to go ahead and try and drive a little Euro step. No good. Rebounded by Bulagan. She does a hook, and that's good. So Mustangs lead 23-7 with 7:17 to go here in the first half. Pass inside to Bucker. Bucker kicks it back out to Cravens. Cravens will shoot the 3, and she nails it. So Rabina with the basketball. Right at the Mustang logo as they go from right to left.
Craven has 5 points for the Panthers.
Horn with it. Dribbles it out. Kicks it out to Williams. Williams thought about getting it inside. 11 on the shot clock. Back to Horn. Horn gives it up to Nani Kumba. Kumba right at the three-point line. Long outlet pass to Rabina. Almost a traveling called. Kicks it out back out to Kumba for 3. Nails it. So Nani Kumba with 7 points in this quarter. Davins with the basketball. She's going to try and take it all the way. She's going to be stopped in a traveling call. Another turnover by Sac City. And I'm looking at Lauderdale right now, and she's just winded. And she was walking kind of in front of us, and we'll see Reed check back in here in a moment. We'll have a few other substitutions. Looks like Anises, Morales, and I missed one other. Oh, it looks like Bryant checks back in for the Mustangs. Nani Kumbo still on the court as well. And Rabina still also for the Mustangs. Rabina matched up against Reed, excuse me. Outlet pass to the far 3. Back to near us at the elbow 3. That was Rabina. She kicks it back out to Nani Kumba. Kumba back up to the top corner 3. Good by number 23, Anises. And the Mustang lead is 29-10. Stolen by Nani Kumba. She's going to get a free basket. And she has 9 points here in this quarter. She's got 11 overall. So Sac City calls a timeout, and we will too, as the Mustangs lead 31-10 here on the Pacific Radio Network. Jeff Dominic along with Mr. Mark Itleon. We'll be right back.
In a world where your tires are your only connection to the road, one man, 4 tires, free air. An epic battle against underinflation, tire damage, and even tire failure. In the ultimate fight for properly inflated tires, the warrior gives his heart, his soul, to keep those he loves safe on the road. Tires will inflate. Money will be saved. A message from the Rubber Manufacturers Association.
$31-10 is our score here at the Joe Blanchard Gymnasium. This matchup between the San Joaquin Delta College Mustangs, they are the home team, between the Sac City Panthers. Mustangs lead 31-10 with 5:52 to go here in the first half. And after that steal by Nani Kumba, he now has 11 points. We will see what Sac City draws up here. Stinson with it, gives it up to Craven. Craven gives back to Stinson. She gets it along the front court, and she gives it up to Lauderdale right at the 3. Into Cravens. She's going to try and dribble it inside. Kicks it out to Stinson. She'll shoot the 3. No good. Rebounded, controlled by Morales. And the Mustangs go the other way. Inside pass, last touched. I believe they're going to say it was last touched by Bucker, and it will stay Mustangs basketball as they were trying to get it inside to Bryant. So Kumba will inbound it. Almost stolen by Lauderdale. Kumba regathers it. She tries to lay it in. No good. Gathers her own rebound. No good. Lauderdale with the rebound. And they will try and go the other way due to the Panthers. Stinson gets it on the front court. Gives it up to Cravens. Cravens kicks it out to Reed. Reed gives it up to Lauderdale at the corner 3. She drives inside. Finds Bucker. Bucker cannot handle it. And out of bounds. Mustangs.
The teammates for Lauderdale needs to help her out. I mean, she's giving the ball to her teammates, but they're just mishandling the passes.
Baven will check in, and out will come Stinson. And I mean, I'm just kind of watching these girls, and I go, I mean, it's
they're huffing and puffing.
It is. I mean,
think we're gonna be called in.
No, you can. I wouldn't want to go against this Delta team, but
don't be scared.
I'm scared.
Don't be scared.
Anise is with the basketball, kicks it up to the top. Threw me off the number there. Throws out to Morales. Morales gets it inside to Bulligon, who has at the free throw line shot no good. Rebounded, controlled by Bucker. (31-10) is our score here. And just by looking at it, other than Cravens, we have no one else has scored for the Panthers. Rebounded, controlled by Nani Kumba. Kumba will get along the three-point line. Finds a cutting Krista Bulligon. Almost turnover. Nice stop there. Stolen by Lauderdale. Lauderdale gives it up to Cravens. Cravens back to Lauderdale. Almost around the half-court line. And the great balancing act was Lauderdale. Cravens kicks it out to Baven. Baven with the 3. No good. Rebounded, controlled by Nani Kumba. And the Mustangs will go the other way. Kumba with 11 points and 3 rebounds. She gives it inside to the new Mustang, who we haven't announced yet, and that was number 13. Oh, excuse me, that was, that is Mendoza. I didn't realize that we have called her name a couple times this time.
You just called her by her last name, that's why.
That's right, I did.
You gonna try her first name?
No, I think it's Shanknese.
That's why you didn't want to.
That's right. Kumba at the baseline. Gives it up to Bulligon at the corner 3. Inside to Williams. She's going to give it up to Bryant. Bryant stolen by Baven. And the Panthers trying to get anything here. 31-10 is our score. Lauderdale with it. Almost tapped out of bounds. Last touch by Williams. And the Panthers will retain possession.
The Lady Mustangs have a 21-point lead. But the way we're watching it, it doesn't look like they're 21 points up.
No, it doesn't. I mean, and I think part of it is we're giving a lot of credit to Sac City right now. I mean, not a lot of players on this team, but the Mustangs are suffocating. I like the defense, but that's about as far as I could go. Offensively, I'm not very satisfied with it. As Stinson with it, she'll shoot the 3, no good. Rebounded, controlled by the Mustangs. And Williams with it, she'll kind of do a floating shot, no good. Rebounded, controlled by Bucker, and a player slow to get up, and I believe that's Lauderdale, and she's just gassed. I'm watching her right now, and she's just staying on defense. A stolen by Rabina, and she's going to try and get it inside. Corner 3 by Williams, no good. Rebounded, controlled by Bryant, no good. Rebounded, controlled by Lauderdale. A pass to Cravens. Cravens stopped, and a backcourt violation. And once again, I'm just watching Lauderdale, and she's hands on knees, head down, and she just looks tired.
She needs that extra air coming out. I mean, like I said earlier, her team need to support her by not mishandling the ball, shooting it, at least throw it and make it hit the rim.
Rabina with the basketball gets it inside to Bryant. Kicked back out to Williams. Williams thought about the 2. Gets caught traveling, and the Sac City will take over here with 2:30 to go here in the half. And Stinson will inbound it.
The Lady Mustangs defense are shicey. You want to use that word?
You can do whatever you want.
That's an old word.
It is an old word. We're coming back to 2008 there, sir. But
okay, let's say it's stingy.
Stingy, that works. Stinson's going to inbound the ball to Cravens. And get it up to the front court. Lauderdale with it. Gets it back to Cravens. Cravens back to Lauderdale. She'll try and drive it inside. Kick back out to Baven. Baven will shoot the three and nail it. So the Sac City Panthers now have 6 points in this quarter. Williams with it, gets it a nice inside pass and count the basket, and that is number 21. Bryant, she'll get the N1. That's Creona Bryant. I believe Baven got called for the second personal, so the N1 is up and rattles in. So Bryant with 3 points tonight. Craven with the basketball. She gets it past the midcourt. She tries to get it inside. Almost stolen by Bulligon. And the Panthers will retain possession with 1:54. Mustangs lead 34-13. Only one foul called in this quarter, though. And if you remember back the last time we saw the Mustangs, when they played Sierra, there was a total of 20 fouls called in the third quarter. So something to be watching. 20 fouls between Sierra and the Mustangs.
Oh, put together.
Put together.
You said in the third quarter?
In the third quarter. I mean, we're in the first half, but.
Well, I know.
Deja Williams called with that last foul.
The Sac City Panthers, they can't afford to have that much fouls.
True.
Or else they'll be all out.
So.
Would they forfeit?
I don't know how that would work. I don't think we've ever ran into that situation. It would be interesting to be calling our first test broadcast, and we'd have some sort of weird.
Or would that go into the next game? Like next game, number 15, we have 2 fouls ready to go into.
Free throw up by Baven is good. She now has 7 points on her evening. And watch head coach Gina Johnson as she tries to talk to the referees real quick. Alicia Reed will check in as that second free throw is up and good as well.
A minute and 42 seconds remaining in the first half. Mustang at 34-16.
Out of bounds, controlled by the Mustangs. Last touched. We hear one of the assistant coaches saying we're going to run 4. We'll find out what that means. Bryant with the inbound pass, and that's good.
Told you it's the year of the 4.
Sure. And Williams with her 5th point of the evening. Panthers with it as they trail 36-16. Almost stolen by Nani Kumba. And with 1:14 to go.
Jordan Morales comes in.
Morales in place of Krista Bulligon. Panthers with the basketball. That is Cravens. She'll dribble it up, give it up to Reed. Reed trapped by Rabina. Finds Stinson. Looking for Lauderdale. Back out to Reed. That's Cravens. She'll shoot the 3. No good. Rebounded, controlled by Reed. Back up to Lauderdale. Back to Reed. Around the horn we go. That's Stinson. She's thought about the 3. She's going to shoot it. No good. Rebounded, controlled by Bucker. Bucker wants to get it inside, and no good, but a foul called, and that is number 21. Bryant will go ahead, and we'll see Bucker shoot 2 for the Panthers. First free throws up and no good.
I think she didn't even try to score that. That just hit the side of the rim.
Second free throw. That one rattles in.
That one was way better.
So Bucker with her first point. And with 42 seconds to go here in the half, the Mustangs look like they're going to take a solid halftime lead out of bounds by the Mustangs. So the...
Telling you, Lauderdale's doing everything. She got a out.
Needs a little help in this second half if they're going to try and make it a game. Stinson with the basketball. She dribbles it up to the top of the key. Inside to And around the horn we go. That's Reed. She thought about the 3, changed her mind, back to around to Cravens, down to Lauderdale, back to Cravens. At the top, there's Stinson. Around the horn once again. That's Reed. 5 on the shot clock. Gets it inside. That's Lauderdale. Finds Bucker. Tapped around. Stolen by the Mustangs. Nani Kumba with it. She'll shoot the 3 with no time on the shot clock or on the game clock. No good. And at halftime, the Mustangs lead 36-17 over the Sac City Panthers. So we'll step aside, and when we come back, halftime here at the Joe Blanchard Gymnasium. Jeff Domick along with Mark Itleong. We'll be right back.
Hi, my name is Aaron, and I'm a survivor of mannequinism. Mannequinism is basically when you turn into a hard plastic shell. They say it's from not being politically active. For me, it started when I didn't register to vote, and then I stopped volunteering, and before I knew it, I wasn't doing anything. And that's when I found the first sign. A small, discolored hard patch of plastic on my right shoulder. I thought it would go away on its own, but it didn't. It kept spreading. And when I could no longer conceal it with a t-shirt, I knew I had to see the doctor. He said I had this early stage of mannequinism and that my only hope was to get involved, even if it was something simple. So I began reading the newspaper and instantly got feeling back in my arm. I guess you could say I'm living proof you can fight mannequinism.
Protect yourself from mannequinism. Log on to fightmannequinism.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
Hi there, this is Sammy Hagar here for RAD, the entertainment industry's voice for road safety. Now, style's a personal thing, and your lifestyle is your business. But if you take it on the road, it becomes everybody else's business. Please, plan ahead. Designate before you celebrate, because friends do not let friends drive drunk.
A public service message brought to you by RAD, the National Association of Broadcasters, and the Ad Council.
Some people still don't believe that secondhand smoke is dangerous. This is Scott Bakula. Did you know that just being around someone who smokes can cause severe lung problems, heart disease, and cancer? But there is something you can do about it. Call for a free booklet from the Will Rogers Institute. It clearly explains the proven risks of secondhand smoke and the ways you can avoid exposure. Toll free 1-877-957-7575, because secondhand smoke is dangerous. Believe it.
My name's Rachel, and I'm 10 years old. I like riding my bike, playing soccer, and in 8 years, I'll be an alcoholic. I'll start drinking in middle school, just at parties. My friends will drink, so I will too.
Kids who drink before age 15 are 5 times more likely to have alcohol problems when they're adults.
My parents won't really know what's going on yet. I mean, I'll do okay in school, but when I drink, I'll do some things I don't really want to do. So by the time my parents talk to me about it, alcohol won't be my only problem.
Alcohol affects their judgment and their future, so start talking before they start drinking.
My parents won't believe it could happen to me.
For more information on teens and alcohol, and to learn what you can do, visit the web at stopalcoholabuse.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, the Ad Council, and this station.
I know, being a college freshman is supposed to be tough, but let me tell you about my schedule this semester. All 18 credits. Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I have American Lit at 8:05 a.m., and then I only have 15 minutes to get to my 9:15 Ethics and Value Theory class, all the way across campus. Then in the afternoon, Calculus 1. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, I have 2 lectures that go through lunch, Sociology of Families, then Intro to Microbiology, pre-med. And finally, I have a double lab that ends around 9 p.m. Anyway, I just wanted to say thank you.
If a kid will do whatever it takes to get through college, what will you do to send her there? Please support the United Negro College Fund and call 1-800-332-UNCF, because a mind is a terrible thing to waste. A public service brought to you by UNCF and the Ad Council.
My hero doesn't wear a cape or have superpowers. She doesn't slay dragons or kill wizards. No one wants my hero's autograph. She never goes to Hollywood parties, and she definitely doesn't have a star on the Walk of Fame.
My hero doesn't try to sell me soda, candy bars, cereal, or cheeseburgers.
You won't hear my hero song on the radio. He doesn't have a crew, bling bling, or a mansion.
You can't buy my hero's makeup line, handmade purses, or designer baby clothes.
My hero didn't win the pennant. She can't do a 360 dunk, and there's no way she'll score a touchdown in the Super Bowl.
Some of New York's most admired figures are the city's public school teachers. Just ask one of the millions of kids who learn from these heroes every day. For more information on the most rewarding job you can imagine, visit teachnyc.net. Join New York's brightest. Teach NYC. A public service announcement brought to you by the New York City Department of Education, the Appleseed Foundation, and the Ad Council.
We are at halftime here at the Joe Blanchard Gymnasium. Jeff Dominic along with Mark Itleong. Thank you all for joining us tonight here on the Pacific Radio Network and on the 209 Sports YouTube channel. Having a blast here as it is halftime between the San Joaquin Delta College Mustangs and the Sac City Panthers. Looking behind us, you see that the Sac City Panthers are coaching along. And Mark, I'll bring you in here. Nani Kumba, 11 points, 4 boards tonight. So far, doing a great job, but a very sloppy performance than what we're used to for the Mustangs.
Oh yeah, before I even go into today's game, I don't know if you saw this morning. Number 2 in NorCal ratings for the Lady Mustangs. Number 5 in Cal State Power rating.
Well, you know, you come over a win against Sierra, a great win. I was sitting here along with a good friend Louie right next to me, and we were watching a very good game, but a very sloppy game as well at that time as well. But the girls were able to pull through, and tonight it's sloppy again, but this time not necessarily the fouls. It's just a little bit sloppy considering that the Mustangs are just not able to capitalize on a lot of turnovers tonight, and both teams are turning over the ball a lot.
Yeah, I mean, we expect that to be probably most likely with the Sac City Panthers, but yeah, they're not converting the Lady Mustangs. If they convert that, I mean, right now, yeah, they got a big lead, but like I said earlier, it doesn't look like they have a big lead because of the turnovers that they commit in their own self. I mean, they get the turnovers, and then they give it back or they miss the shot, and then we see from there.
Isabel Bevan leads the way for the Panthers. She's got 8, but I think that we're as much as we're saying, okay, that's great, she's got 8 points, we got to give a lot of our hats off to Jessica Lauderdale. She's only got a couple points. I believe she's got 6 rebounds, a couple assists, but we're watching her, and I know I get it that this depth on this bench is very small, but it seems like that they're having one heck of a time against a bigger bench, that being of Delta.
Yeah, for them to even doing what they're doing right now, they just had to finish the game. Don't worry about the score. Just play how they always play. Right now, I don't know if you throw out the records for both teams. Overall record for Sacramento City Panthers, they are 9-8. Conference record 2-1. And for the Lady Mustangs, they're 14-4 overall with a 1-1 conference record. They played in Sacramento against American River College, but both games for the men and the women, they both got postponed due to power outage. So they played that game, I believe, on Sunday.
I believe the women's game is at 3 o'clock. Do not quote me on that, but I think I saw a posting out there for about 3 o'clock. Mm-hmm. And then the men's, I believe, will be. I don't know when the men's game will be. I think they were going to say it was going to be after the women's game, but I did see a posting for 3 o'clock. So I think Mark's going to do a little bit of fact checking for me on that. But as we get closer to the third quarter, Nani Kumba, once again, she's got 11 points. She had 9 points in that second quarter to lead the way for both teams. Deja Williams, she has 5. Morales with 5, and Bryant with 5 as well for the Mustangs. As we talked about, Baven, she has 8 points for the Panthers, and following her is Craven. She's got 5. Panthers are, I mean, I get it that they've dug themselves a hole, but I think that they need to stop with the 3-point attempts and at least get some drives to the basket. Let's start creating some fouls and start hitting the free throw line, start getting some points that way, my opinion.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I mean, and not just one team. I think both teams need to attack the boards. Not attack the board, but yeah, attack the rim. Commit the foul. Don't try to go for three, because yeah, that's gonna be too much for both teams, especially Tech City Lady Panthers, where they will try to hit a three, air ball, and then they just have to go, and then they have to go back to playing defense. And like you said, they're only 6 players, so they're gonna be tired going back and forth.
They are obviously gassed as one of the kids runs by us, and I think he just said Sac City, but not sure. But so he's obviously.
We know he ain't gassed.
Yeah, there's a lot of kids out here right now that are using a lot of pumped up energy, but the women's team for the Panthers definitely gassed. I think that, you know, if you're a coach, I don't think I've ever ran into something where you've only had 5 players or 6 players on a team. I mean, and so what that does is that's hurting them, obviously. But the full court press is one thing that the Mustangs have been able to do and be effective on it. I think it was 2 turnovers that they've had 10-second violations for not being able to get the ball over to the front court. So that's hurting the team, and as well as just once again the sloppy play, but that can be said for both teams at this point. So as we get closer to the start of the third quarter, it looks like the Panthers will probably take possession. Now, one thing we didn't see, I mean, we talk about turnovers and stuff, but we haven't seen any very many jump balls, which usually that creates a lot of tie-ups and stuff like that. But so far, none of that has been evident as the Mustangs are coming out, going to get some warm-up done for the second half. And we'll see who we see coming close to us. That's Morales. She's the closest one to us. And looking to see Brittany Butler is in uniform, but not look like she's going to play at all tonight. Once again, considering that she's probably just saving some legs and trying to possibly get ready for the rest of the season. They got a little bit of a long stretch coming up. I mean, they played tonight, they play Sunday, and they play once again on Tuesday, which will be here for that game as well, it's looking like. So, not a bad idea by head coach Gina Johnson to kind of save some of the star power legs and allow them to get some other players, some needed...
Needed some reps. Need reps.
Reps. There you go. That's what I was looking for. So,
got you.
Got me. So let's go ahead and step aside here. When we come back, the third quarter will be underway between the Sac City Panthers and the San Joaquin Delta College Mustangs. Jeff Dominic along with Mark Hitleon. We'll be right back.
How can we help prepare our kids for the future? Hi, this is Roger McGuinn. These days, our children face challenges unimaginable to us only a generation ago. We adults need to help our kids find something in school that really sparks their interest and keeps them involved. If that something happens to be music, the child will benefit in so many ways. Playing music in school is a great way to make friends. Studies are showing that kids involved in music are less likely to get into trouble. And kids who studied music find science and math easier to grasp. They tend to score higher on SATs. It has something to do with something called spatial IQ. So get your kids involved with school music. It's a great way to help prepare them for life.
A PSA brought to you by NENC, the National Association for Music Education, and the National Anthem Project, the campaign to restore America's voice through music education. Music, part of a sound education. In the great scheme of things, a minute isn't all that much. Unless you happen to have a stroke. All of a sudden, those minutes count. Minutes that could mean losing your ability to talk. Minutes that could mean losing your ability to walk. Talking, moving, walking, gone. Which is why, if you can get help in time, your stroke can be treated. The warning signs of a stroke include sudden numbness or weakness of the face, sudden trouble seeing, speaking, or understanding. If you experience this, call 911 immediately, because time lost is brain lost. Visit strokeassociation.org or call 1-888-4STROKE today. A public service announcement brought to you by the American Stroke Association and the Ad Council.
Know the facts about African Americans and stroke. To join the movement to stop stroke, visit strokeassociation.org today.
Second half about to get underway here at the Joe Blanchard Gymnasium. The Sac City Panthers taking on the San Joaquin Delta College Mustangs. Mustangs leading 36-17, and it'll be Panthers basketball as they go from right to left. Panthers wearing the all-black uniforms. That's also not helping this, probably them being a little winded. All-black uniforms, yellow stripes, red lettering, while the Mustangs wearing the home white, gold numbers, and gold delta across their chest. The Panthers with the basketball. Lauderdale with it. She gets it on the front court. Over to Baven. Baven will shoot the three and nails it. So the Panthers with the strike first early here in the third quarter. Lauderdale with an assist and the three-pointer by Baven. Williams with it. Excuse me, that is not Williams, but that is Rabina with it. Now she'll give it up to Williams. Long three, no good. Rebounded, controlled by the Panthers, and Lauderdale goes down hard. And Rabina will be called with the foul. And I heard the head coach. He was saying scoreboard. He says that was his. Give us the points that we need. All the points we can get. So
that's assistant coach.
It was an assistant coach. Thank you very much. Bavens with for the three. She nails another three. Lauderdale with another assist.
And this time the scoreboard got right away.
Rabina with it. She gives it up to Bulligan along the baseline. Kicks it back out to Williams. Williams will drive it inside. She'll do a floater off the backboard and good. Williams with the first bucket for the Mustangs. Stinson with the basketball for the Panthers. Gives it up to Bucker. Bucker right at the three-point elbow. Gives it back to Stinson. Stinson looking for Baven. Baven's been the hot shooter so far, guarded closely by the Mustangs. Kicks it out to Stinson this time at the corner three. No good. Rebounded, controlled by Rabina. And the Mustangs will head off to the other direction. Rabina with it. Kicks it out for three. Good. And that is Deja Williams. So Deja Williams controlling so far the early points for the Mustangs. She has 5 in this quarter. Another shoe tying situation and a timeout called by the Mustangs. 41-23 with 8:18 to go here in the third quarter. And the sloppiness is started to look like it was going to go a little sloppy, but quickly saw a lot of good ball movement and big time shots.
I think the sloppiness it's the defense side of it. I mean, the first half was all solid defense. Now the defense pretty much leaving open for Sac City, as we see Coach Gina Johnson's not happy with her team right now. Even though they're up big, she want to make sure they don't lose focus. They don't want to get them too loose.
So Baven hits 2 big three-pointers. Lauderdale with 2 good assists for the Panthers, and the Mustangs kind of answer back with the 5 points by Williams early, and Rabina throws a couple assists for the Mustangs. Stolen by Rabina, as we say that, by the Mustangs. She lobs it up to Kumba, hits the front iron, and Rabina just lucky enough she has a teammate by Deja Williams to regain the basketball. Williams kicks it out to Anises. Anises long pass to Rabina. She kicks it back to Williams. Williams back to Anises. Gets it inside to Bulligan. Tipped around, and that is almost stolen. Nani Kumba with it. She'll lay it in along the baseline. A little bit of sloppiness, but heads-up play by Nani Kumba.
That was a good pick by Lauderdale, but unfortunately she couldn't get the ball control.
So another turnover by the Sac City Panthers. That full-court press by the Mustangs still playing dividend for them as they now have a turnover. Inside pass to Williams by Nani Kumba. Deja Williams with 7 points. Nani Kumba with her first assist on the evening. Lauderdale with the basketball. Nice crossover. Trapped by 2 Mustangs. Gets it up to Baven. Baven gives it back to Lauderdale right at the Mustang logo. Nice crossover once again by Lauderdale. Hands it off to Baven. Blocked by Bulagon. Tipped around. Krista Bulagon with the block. Nani Kumba with it. She's going to go from coast to coast. Tries to dribble inside. No good. Lauderdale with the basketball and the rebound. And they will try and head the other way. Bucker with it. Gets it up to Craven. Craven at the three-point line at the top of the key. Reach-in foul controlled. Reach-in foul by Rabina. And we will have a couple different substitutions by the Mustangs. Kumba and Bulagon will check out, and Morales and Bryant will both check back in for the Mustangs.
Sac City just need to slow it down.
45-23, Mustangs lead here with 6:53 to go in the first quarter. Almost a backcourt violation by Cravens. Nice tight roping by her, and a foul called, and that's going to be on Deja Williams. That's her second personal foul. She got called for a push.
I think I even heard the assistant coach say, "Oh!" I think we all did.
We all did. It's a quiet crowd tonight, but and I think that a lot of it's kind of got started when Jones went down early. Lauderdale with the basketball. She gets it inside. Last touch by the Mustangs. And we're hearing one of the assistant coaches for the Mustangs saying, "Don't leave your feet." So inbound pass by Lauderdale gets it into Bucker right at the three-point corner line. She obviously is not comfortable dribbling the ball. Gets it out to Stinson. Stinson fake passes. She now gets trapped. She gives it up to Baven. 17 on the shot clock. A timeout called by Sac City. And probably a heads-up call by the Panthers as they were getting trapped a couple different times. Lastly by Baven. And you obviously saw Bucker kind of dribbled it out to the three-point line. She obviously was not comfortable where she was at. So probably a good heads-up play by them.
Yeah, and I mean, they got 15 seconds in the shot clock. The coach want to make sure they have a set of play. Even, I don't know what kind of plays it goes, probably like a pick and roll type of thing, or look for someone, and probably just a small breather, because it's only a 30-second timeout for the Panthers.
So 45-23 to go, or 45-23 is our score. Mustangs leading the Panthers. Panthers do control the basketball as they go from right to left, wearing all black, red numbers, and yellow trim, yellow stripes down the side. Stinson will inbound the ball as we have a little bit of a slick spot on the court right around the bench area of Sac City. Mustangs wearing all white. We have trying to catch all the players on the court for Mustangs. We have Anises, Rabina, Morales, Bryant, and trying to catch Williams as well. Baven with the basketball. Gets it over to Lauderdale. Lauderdale right at the free throw line. Tapped out of bounds. Last touched by, I believe, Buckhor. And the Mustangs will take over here with 6:24 to go here in the third quarter. Rabina with the basketball. Calling out the way that she wants to set up the offense. Gives up to Deja Williams. Williams will stop and pop and nail it. Nice 17-point shot, or 17-foot shot by her, and
she has 9 points all in the third quarter. A steal for Bina. Bina takes it all the way up, and a foul. Looks like Lauderdale will get her third foul of the game.
So Rabina with 3 steals, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. Lauderdale with the foul, and Rabina will attempt to get her first points of the evening, and she'll do it from the free throw line. First free throw is up and good. Reed going to check in for Alyssa Reed will check in for Sac City, and Stinson will go ahead and take a seat. Rubino with the second free throw. That one's up and rattles out, controlled by Bucker. And Sac City will go the other way. Lauderdale with it as they get it over the front court. Matched up by Rabina. She drives inside. Off the side iron, no good. Controlled by Buckhor, and she nails it and gets to go to the free throw line. And the foul is on Morales. second personal for her. Mendoza checking back in for Anises. And Bucker will miss the and one. And she gets a couple points on the evening. Rubina with the basketball. Long pass to Morales. Morales will shoot the three and nail it. Her first 3 points in the second half. Another assist by Rubina. Reed with it. She'll shoot the three on her own and nail it as well for the Panthers.
Chances back with her own three.
Back-to-back three-pointers by both teams. Williams with it, gives it over to Rubina. Rubina wants to drive inside, kicks it out for a corner three by Morales, and she nails it. It's a three-point fest, folks. Everyone gets a three.
And we were just talking about this earlier about shooting threes from both teams.
Lauderdale with it, gets it up to Baven. Baven needs to get it over to the front court. She does, gives it up to Reed. Reed with the basketball, gives it back to Baven right at the corner elbow. Dribble it inside, trapped. Buckhorn gets it inside. Nice pass by Baven. Baven back to Craven, back to Lauderdale. She'll shoot the three, no good. Controlled by Morales. And Morales will dribble it up, finds Deja Williams right at the three-point elbow. She'll drive inside, kicks it back to Morales. She'll shoot another corner three. This time off the side iron, rebounded, controlled by Bryant. And Rubina will set it back up. Give and go, Morales with the three. She nails the three. She has 9 points in this quarter. Rubina with her fifth assist. I think she has 3 in this quarter alone as well. Reed with it, gives it up to Cravens. Back to the top, and that's Lauderdale. Inside to Reed. Reed will back it out. And wait for help. Baven is her help. Tries to dribble inside. Almost stolen. Controlled by Craven. Craven gets it inside, kicks it out to Reed. Reed gives it to Baven for three. Nails it. So Bevan with another three and give Reed the assist. And
she has 10 points just in the third quarter.
In doing so, we'll see Rubina slow things down. Williams gives a little give and go between her and Williams. Williams gets it out to Morales. Morales tries to dribble inside. She will get a 18-foot shot. No good. Bucker with the rebound. And Cravens will get up front here to the front court. 3:12 to go. Baven with the basketball. She'll dribble it around. Gives it up to Lauderdale. Lauderdale gets it inside. And foul called as Bucker was trying to get it inside and have a two-point shot attempt. And Bryant probably wise on her part to give her a foul because she didn't want to give an easy basket. So Bucker will shoot two. First free throw is up and off back iron, no good. We'll see five new players coming in for the Mustangs. Jackson, Kumba, Bulagan, Horn, and Anises. So 5 new players for the Mustangs. Second free throw is up, and that one's offside iron, no good. Bulagan with the rebound. Her 5th rebound of the evening. Anises gives it up to Horn. Horn tries to drive along the baseline. Kicks it out to Nani Kumba. She'll shoot the three, no good, too strong. Rebounded, controlled, actually a foul called. And that'll be on number 25. That's on Thorne. That's her first personal foul.
That's over the top for Thorne.
57-31. Mustangs leading here with 2:52 to go here in the third quarter. That is the 15th foul on the Mustangs. So Baven will go ahead and shoot two. First free throw is up and good. Second free throw is also up and good. So the Mustangs once again leading 57-33, a 24-point advantage. Anises with it, kicks it out to Bulagan. Bulagan right at the corner three. She'll give it back to Anises. Anises tries to get it inside. Rihanna Jackson. Rihanna Jackson tries to get it in. Last touched by her. She thought she saw a player. She thought she saw a cutting Nani Kumba, and just threw it out of bounds. So Lauderdale with it, gives it up to Craven. Craven and her give and go to get it over the front court. Gives it up to Elisa Reed. Reed and Buckhor. Buckhor along the baseline. Tries to get it up. Jump ball is going to be called. I believe the Mustangs are going to go to control it.
I think that was the first jump ball.
It is. I think you're absolutely right. I think it was the very first jump ball. Anise is with the basketball. She'll give it up to Nani Kumba right at the elbow 3. Gets it inside to Bulligon. Bulligon will throw it out to Horn. Horn back to Bulligon right at the free throw line. She'll drive it inside. No good. Rebounded, controlled by Rihanna Jackson. And tossing her like a rag doll, Lauderdale goes down.
That's uncalled for.
Yeah, it is. You're right.
Just look at the size difference between those two.
Reed going to check out, and Stinson going to check back in. Quick change of mind, and Lauderdale's going to check out. But that was a little confusing right there. I think the coaching didn't want. I think they wanted Lauderdale to come out, and that didn't happen. A 3-point attempt by Anises, and that's good. There's a little bit of confusing moment here. Stinson with the basketball, controlled by Horn. Almost lost control. Faven with it. She's needing some help. She was waiting for. She wasn't sure if she was going to get called for anything, if she was to dribble it or not. Stolen by the Mustangs. Long outlet pass to Nani Kumba. Kumba is going to have a free layup, assisted by Anises. And Nani Kumba give her a couple points to add to her total for this evening. Lauderdale with it, and she's going to be called by the foul. That's going to be Horn. And 2 shots going to come her way for Lauderdale. And Lauderdale's, they're trying to get her a sub, but now she's the shooter, so we'll be waiting for her here in a moment as the first free throw is up and good. That's actually her first points of the second half. So right now we're looking at 2 Mustangs going to try and control the rebound. Second free throw is up and good as well, as a much-needed rest for Lauderdale is coming.
She didn't even bother to go in half court. She was like, oh.
She's exhausted. I mean, I give her a lot of credit. I give these girls for Sac City a lot of credit all the way through. I mean, she's obviously exhausted. I'm watching her expression, stolen or almost stolen by the Panthers. Bulligon recovers it, gives it to Anises. Anises back to Horn. Horn's going to drive it inside. She's going to lay it up. No good. Rebounded by Reed, and the Panthers are going to try and go the other way. Stinson with it, stolen by Horn. Horn's going to have to hurry. She slows things down, waits for the rest of her team. Almost stolen, and it is stolen, this time by Reed, and the Panthers want to take it and push it. Stinson with it, waits for the rest of her team at this point. She'll drive along baseline, trapped by 2 different Mustangs, kicks it out for Craven, no good, and an attempted save by Baven, and the Mustangs will control the last possession here with 26 seconds left. 62-35, Mustangs lead.
The Panthers just need to slow it down. I mean, when they get the ball, just slow it down. Don't try to play against the Lady Mustangs. I mean, they got better bench, so they could deal with all that.
Kumba with the basketball. She'll shoot the 3 by it. Almost attempted. Bulligon with the rebound. 10 seconds on the clock. Tried to get it inside. Tap and a tap right over to Anise. She'll shoot the 3. And as the buzzer sounds, the Mustangs lead 65-35. We'll step aside here on the Pacific Tiger Radio Network.
Hello, son. I'm Dean Rubin from college. Here to invite you to join us this fall.
Me?
You've always wanted to go to college, correct?
Yeah.
Well, here's that invitation you've been waiting for.
Joey!
Out of bed!
Wake up! You can't dream your way into college. There are actual steps you need to take. For all the steps, visit knowhowtogo.org. Brought to you by the American Council on Education, Lumina Foundation for Education, and the Ad Council.
What does freedom of speech mean to me?
I don't know. I've never really thought about it.
Freedom of speech means I can speak out against the majority.
It means I can express my opinion freely.
It's the American dream.
It's the First Amendment. It means everyone has a voice.
I guess freedom of speech is more than a right. It's a responsibility.
A message from the National Association of Broadcasters, Education Foundation, and this station.
Fourth quarter about to get underway here at the Joe Blanchard Gymnasium. Jeff Dominic along with Mark Itliong here, 65-35 as the Sac City Panthers trail the San Joaquin Delta College Mustangs. Mustangs with this lead, and a couple of girls that have done a great job. Deja Williams, Nani Kumba, and Morales have all done a great job for the Mustangs, while we talk a lot about Jessica Lauderdale, but also Isabel Bevan has done a great job. She scored 12 points in that last quarter alone.
And they score 18 points altogether in the third quarter, while the Lady Mustang has 25.
So a great job by Sac City. The Panthers going from right to left, wearing all black, yellow trim, and red numbers and lettering. Reed with the basketball. She'll give it up to Bevan. Bevan is trapped as she's been the hot shooter for the Sac City Panthers. A attempted steal by Bevan and Rabina, and the jump ball in possession will go to the Mustangs. So on the court for the Mustangs is Morales, Rabina, who we just mentioned, Deja Williams, Rihanna Jackson, and Nani Kumba. So Rabina with the basketball, gives up to Nani Kumba, gives it inside to to Morales, back out, and around the horn we go. Morales took the basketball basically. That pass was not intended for her, but she'll take the 2 points, and an assist goes to Rabina, so it worked out.
She wants it more than anyone else.
So give Rabina her 7th assist on the evening. And Reed with the basketball. She'll give it up to Bevan. It's blocked by Rihanna Jackson. Lauderdale was able to recover it. And around we go. Reed with it. Gives it up to Bevan. Bevan blocked by Morales. Bevan regains it. Tapped around, out of bounds, and actually it's going to be a shot clock violation, and we'll see Stinson check back in. I'm not sure who she'll check back in for. Actually, she's checking in, and she points at Bevan, and you can tell. I mean, all these girls are just gassed. I think that's the word of the day. I think they'll do the Playhouse theme. Anytime we say gassed, we're just going to go, ah.
You could do that. I vote.
Rubino with the basketball, gets it inside to Rihanna Jackson. Jackson tries to lay it up, no good. A foul is going to be called, and I'm kind of curious on who this one may be on, and they're pointing towards Sac City, and Rihanna Jackson slow to get up. It'll be on Morales. We'll see Bulligon checking back in, and Rihanna Jackson will have a seat. And Stinson will inbound the pass.
Lauderdale looks like she's hurting right now.
I'm sure she is.
She had her hand in her back, so I don't know if it's her back.
Lauderdale with the basketball right now. She's matched up by Kumba. Reed kicks it around to Cravens. Cravens thought there was going to be someone there. Well, luckily Reed decides to run back and gathers it just in time. Gets it inside. Nice pass by Lauderdale. Tries to lay it in was Bucker, and she's fouled this time by Bulligon, and she'll head to the line. But a great recovery by Bulligon, or by Bucker, and she will see her head to the free throw line now. Bucker, unfortunately, has not had a great time at the line, as this first free throw is up, back iron, and no good.
Thanks for jinxing her.
I'm just telling it like it is, sir. Second free throw, that one it rattles out and no good. Rebounded, controlled by Bulligon. Bulligon, a little surprising tonight, only has a couple points and 6 rebounds. Deja Williams with the basketball. Gives it over to Morales. Morales will dribble it inside. Gives it over to Bulligon. Bulligon will try and lay it in. No good. Rebounded, controlled by Bucker. And Panthers try and gather it. Stolen by the Mustangs. Rebounded this time by Reed. And there's going to be a foul called, and I believe that's going to be on Morales again. We'll find out and make sure as Rihanna Jackson checks back in. It is on Morales. That's her fourth personal. And the third team foul with 7:45 to go here in the fourth quarter. And you got to give it up to the Panthers. Not a lot of fouls called on them. I mean, you can't accept a lot of fouls, but there haven't been a lot of fouls called. Lauderdale with it. Gets it up to the front court. Nice no-look pass, actually. I'm going to say that wasn't planned, but Cravens found Lauderdale, and another foul called. This time it's going to be on, I believe, number 3, Rabina. That's her third person. And fourth team foul. With 7:29, we'll see the Panthers head to the line on the next foul called.
Jessica Lauderdale, she's the team leader in points per game. As you just mentioned, she just hit I believe a 3.
It is a 3.
She has 16.7 points per game.
Kumba with the basketball. And another foul called, and this time it's going to be on Rihanna Jackson. And she was trying to get inside. Yep. A couple of substitutions coming in. Anises and Bryan both checking in. So Lauderdale with the basketball for the Panthers. They go from right to left. Not a complete full court press, but like a 3/4 press. The
half court press?
No, because there was still a couple other Mustangs in front. Tapped out away from the inside pass attempt. Bulligan knocks it away. Lauderdale with it. She'll drive inside. Just kicks it out to Craven. Craven's going to shoot the 3 and nails it. So Lauderdale with a couple assists, a few rebounds, and she's got 7 points on her evening. Bryant with the basketball, kicks out to Nani Kumba. Back inside pass. And she hits the deck hard, but out of bounds. And a timeout called by head coach Gina Johnson. Mustangs leading 67-41. She's not too happy with what she's seeing right now. I mean, a more sloppy play by the Mustangs here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I mean, she likes to make sure her team doesn't get to lose, because she wants to make sure that even though the score right now is lopsided, she want to make sure they're playing like they're down or up by like 5 points.
And if you're the Panthers, you're loving this because you need a little bit of another, as many times out as you can use, regardless of who's taking them. Mm-hmm. I'm sure you're relishing in this, that you just need that time to regroup.
Yeah, and that's why they're only playing a 6-man rotation. Anything helps. If it's a loose ball foul or at least someone like this, a 30 seconds or a minute timeout. This is what they need.
Let me ask you this, since we've got a few seconds here with the timeout here right now. Do you, and I'm not saying this is happening, I've got to be careful on how I'm going to word it, but do you think the refs give a little bit more leeway when they have something like this? I'm not saying that they're calling everything, but they are seeming like there's a few things that are kind of being let go.
I don't really think so, because I mean, we're watching it. We don't see them commit any really fouls. I mean, yeah, the most, like if it's the most obvious, yeah, they're gonna get called foul. But the other petty foul type of plays, I don't see this happening with both teams. They're just giving the ball away, especially the Lady Panthers right now.
So with 6:35 to go here in the game, Mustangs leading the Panthers 67-41. Panthers are going to control this possession here. Lauderdale with it. And she's matched up by 2 Mustangs. Almost thrown out of bounds, but stolen by the Mustangs. Turnover here. And Anises with it. Gives up to Deja Williams. Williams fakes right, goes left. Gets it inside to Bulligan, and a foul's going to be called, and I believe that could be Bucker. Oh, excuse me, that's on 0. That is on Stinson. That's her second personal. The first team foul with 6:17 to go here in the fourth quarter. So not a lot of fouls being called for the Panthers. Very, very well controlled as far as the fouls go. Bulligan with it. Gives it over to Deja Williams. Williams gets it up to the top, to the corner. Back to Williams. Gets it inside to Bulligan. She's going to try and lay it up. No good. And a foul called. And it's going to go to the Panthers. Who's this one going to be on? Because there's going to be free throws coming. That's on Bulligon. But we're going to see Bucker to the line. And so...
You going to say something?
Yeah, I'm going to say it, is that we know that she's had her struggles, so if there's anybody that the Mustangs are okay with fouling, it's going to be Bucker.
She's going to make it right now.
That's fine. I have no problem
I'm not
with that.
looking at it.
Well, the first free throw is up, and it's good. We'll give it to you. Give it to the kid. Give it to the kid.
That's her first free throw made. I think she was 0 for 4, I believe, in the last couple of shots.
She's missed her last 4 up until that one. The second free throw is also up and good. So give Bucker a pair of free throws. And
for 6.
The Panthers try and close things out a little bit. 67-43. Outlet pass to Deja Williams. Williams wants to drive it inside. She finds an nice inside pass to Krista Bulligon. And Bulligon with her first points of this half. And Deja Williams with a nice assist there. Lauderdale with the basketball right at the midcourt line. Gets it inside to Cravens. Cravens almost fast hands by the Mustangs, but Cravens still was able to regroup it. Gets it up, hands it off to Lauderdale. Lauderdale tries to drive it inside. Finds Bucker and lays it in and good. So Bucker with another couple points here. She's doubled her point total, and Lauderdale with the assist. Inside pass to Bryant. Bryant kicks it back out for 3. That's Anises. That's too strong. And last touch is going to be Panthers basketball with 5:10 to go here in the fourth quarter. Mustangs leading 69-45.
They're close to their average points per game for the Mustangs. They have 73.8 points per game.
Mendoza taps the ball out of bounds, and it'll stay Panthers basketball. Lauderdale with it, gets it up to Reed. Reed gets it over to Baven, and it's going to be tapped out of bounds. Last touch by Bulligon, and it'll stay Panthers basketball. Nice tempo there. I think they were able to crack Lauderdale with a attempt at a off the back pass to herself, and Lauderdale I think hurt herself again, and stolen this time by Bryant. Bryant takes it up court. She's got a 3-on-2 if she hurries. Lauderdale is just now getting back. Bryant tries to lay it in, no good. Rebounded, controlled by Lauderdale, and she's got a 3-on-2 possibility, and this time it's Reed. She hands it off to Craven. Craven's going to shoot the 3, no good. Bulligon with the rebound. Back to Deja Williams. Williams is going to go one-on-one against Reed, no good. Baven with the basketball, stolen by the Mustangs. Deja Williams for 3, no good. Rebounded by Bucker. The timeout is I'm hearing timeout called. There we go, there's a timeout called. As the referee was saying timeout with them, but didn't blow the whistle. Full timeout called here on the court.
And it looks like Stenson's going to come in, and she's limping when she went to the scoreboard. We saw Lauderdale.
Got you.
She coming out all wheezing. So they're trading shots after shots for both teams.
Once again, I mean, hey, I think you and I, we call it like it is when it comes to something like this. We knew that this game was going to be tough for the Sac City Panthers. You put 6 players on a court against a team that can put out 11. It's going to be tough all day long.
I wonder why.
Well, I see a couple other players that are in full, and they're not in gear. They're just in Sac City gear, or wear, I should say.
I think that's assistant coaches.
No.
You don't think so?
No, I don't think so at all.
Only 2?
I would say there's three coaches total for Sac City, and then I think the rest are players. So, but hey, but like I said, to pull back my train of thought, they're fighters.
5.
What's that?
There's actually 5 assistant coaches.
Really?
For both teams, they have a big group.
Wow.
When it comes to assistant coaches.
I'm surprised. Lauderdale with the basketball gets the inbound pass to Stinson. Stinson back with it right at the Mustang logo. She'll dribble it up. Trying to look for anybody to help her out. That's Reed. Reed tries to get it off of one of the Mustang players. regathered by Baven. Nice behind the back pass to Stinson. No good. Excuse me, that's Brianna Jackson will regain the rebound. Gets it up to the top. Kicks it around. Away we go. Brianna Jackson at the top of the key. She's going to try and lay it in. And it gets off the top front of the rim. Rebounded by Bulagon. She's fouled. She'll head to the line, and I believe that was Baven with the foul.
The Leyden Mustangs, they're just playing fast pace, like always. I mean, they're playing it like they're down or up by just a single digit.
First free throw is up and good by Krista Bulagon.
It's an advantage for them, but a disadvantage for Sac City Lady Panthers.
Absolutely. As Lauderdale is coming back out, and she's just, she's hurting bad. Second free throw is off target, no good. Controlled by the Mustangs, and Rihanna Jackson hands it off to Rubina. Mustangs long outlet pass to Anisez, gets it inside the Bulagon. A 3-point on the way and good. That is Mendoza. And Bulagon with the assist.
She's on the ground with her legs on the chair.
She's stretching out the lower back. She's in definite pain. Stinson with the basketball. Gives it over to Craven. Craven to Reed. Reed around the horn we go. Baven with it. Thought about the three. A foul called on Anisez, and Baven will go ahead and shoot two. And Lauderdale's coming back in. I mean, you gotta love the guts with her, but that kid is hurting.
I mean, all of them are hurting.
Well, absolutely. First free throw is up and good.
I think I'm hurting.
Baven, I feel for her. I mean, I really do. She's actually going to come in for the shooter. And Nani Kumba will check in for the Mustangs. Second free throw, no good. Rihanna Jackson with the rebound. Rubina with it. Hands it up to Jackson at the top of the key. Around the horn we go. Mendoza with it. Gives it back to Rubina. Back to Mendoza. Gets it inside to Rihanna Jackson. She'll try and get it inside. Almost rattling in. No good. Tapped out of bounds. And that is Panthers basketball. And here, look, we have our players of the game, but for me, I'm going to say Lauderdale has to be it. I mean, she's gutting it out. Lauderdale with the basketball. Gets over to Craven. Gets up to Stinson. Stinson tries to drive it inside. Nice play by her. She brings it back out. Back to Craven at the top of the key. Craven tries to drive it inside. Hands it off to Stinson right at the three-point elbow line near us. They go from right to left. Craven with it. Gives it up to Lauderdale. Lauderdale will try and drive it inside. Nice pass to Bucker. No good. Rebound and controlled by Bucker. That one will go in, and Bucker with 2 points. She's got 6 in this quarter. Rubina with it. Gets it inside to Nani Kumba. Kumba finds a Rihanna Jackson, but just over her head, and another turnover by the Mustangs.
With 2 minutes remaining, Mustang looks like, we know they're going to improve to 15-4 with a 2-1 conference record.
Lauderdale is screaming at her team in a 10-second violation, and she is explaining what needs to be done with the rest of the team. In a moment there, once again, Lauderdale was yelling at Cravens, get up court. And that's another violation. So Mendoza with it. She'll get it into Rubina. Rubina gives it over to Anisez. Back to Rubina. Back to Anisez. To Mendoza. All along the three-point line. Anisez with it. Kicks out to Nani Kumba for 3. No good. Controlled by, out of bounds, controlled by the Mustangs.
The Lady Panthers, they're going to finish the game with 9-9 overall record with a 2-2 on the conference.
Player still laying on the ground. And you got to think about not just the guts that these girls are displaying for Panthers, but these girls are, I mean, you got to think about cramping and, it may not just be regular injuries. It could be cramping. It could be just. I mean, they're they're wearing all black too. I mean, I'm not saying that that's a bad thing or a good thing, but wearing black uniforms can hurt you as well.
Mm-hmm.
So looks like we have some of the training staff out there to go and take a look at one of the players, and I'm not sure. That's actually Cravens. She's going to go ahead and walk it off right now. And it looks like there's going to need to be a sub made, so Cravens will step off and Bavens will come back in. And watching, I think they all knew it was going to be a dogfight, and that's really what happened. I mean, right now it's a dogfight with 1 minute 30 to go. They're almost done. So Mustangs control the basketball. Deja Williams right at the top of the key. Tries to get it inside. Stolen by the Panthers. And Reed with it. Gives up to Lauderdale. Lauderdale need to get some help. Gives it up to Baven. Baven gets it over. No, they did not. 10-second violation. That's the 5th one. We'll see Craven back in. Rabina and Morales all checking back in. Seen a couple different situations here, and his referees are telling, nope, we need to be at half court. So Morales will be checking it in here in just a moment. Rabina with it right at the three-point line. A zone played here, a little bit of a 2-3 zone. Mendoza with it, gets it inside to Rihanna Jackson. Jackson's going to try and lay it up. No good, but she'll go to the line, and Bucker with a foul called on her. I believe that might be her first personal foul. It is.
Good call.
I'm just surprised. I mean, I know playing where she's at, that's her first personal. So first free throw is up and good by Rihanna Jackson. .103 to go. 73-48 is our score here. Second free throw is up, and that one's good as well. So Rihanna Jackson getting her first points of the evening. And Craven with it.
This is a big relief for the Panthers. Just 1 minute left.
Lauderdale with it at the top of the key. She gives it over to Stinson. Stinson kicks it out to Reed. The corner three, no good. Rebounded, controlled by Mendoza. And they will bring it up to the front court. Rubino with it. Gives over to Mendoza. Mendoza will shoot the three. No good. Rebounded, controlled by Lauderdale. And with 32 seconds to go, Lauderdale gives up to Stinson. Stinson will get into the front court to Lauderdale. Lauderdale to Reed. Trapped by two Mustangs. Long outlet pass to Morales. She'll give it over to Horn, who lost control. And Rabina will give it back up. I think they need to slow it down here. Morales will shoot the three, and it's good. Not a huge fan of that, but they should have stopped it right there, and they'll just dribble this one out. And a much needed, we can say a much needed rest for Sac City.
They survived.
They did. That's saying it lightly. So we'll step aside here, and we'll get ready for the post game here, right here at Joe Blanchard Gymnasium. Jeff Dominic along with Mr. DJ JOD, Mark Itleon. We'll be right back.
In 1805, Lewis and Clark described in their journals a country teeming with wildlife.
Bison as far as the eye can see, rivers churning with fish.
They wrote of scenes of endless beauty and of meeting more than 100 nations of American Indian, whose lives were one with our environment. Now, imagine what Lewis and Clark and the American Indians they met would say if they walked the trail today. Would they be pleased?
There are herds of homes where the buffalo once roamed.
Or would they feel differently?
Something must be done to save what's left of this great place.
As we commemorate the Lewis and Clark Bicentennial, we encourage you to consider what's been lost and what we can do to preserve what's left of the trail that still winds through us all. Walk with Lewis and Clark and see what you discover at www.lewisandclark200.org.
This is a public service message of the National Council of the Lewis and Clark Bicentennial, the Missouri Historical Society, and the Ad Council.
So, which one's yours? The one at bat.
Oh, that's okay, Chris.
Only my kid could strike out in T-ball.
Oh, run, Chris, go!
Looks like he's having some trouble running. Oh, he's wandering way off the baseline. It's like he can't see.
Oh my gosh, his helmet is too big.
It's as big as a bucket. You know, I must have gotten him an adult one. What was I thinking?
You're out!
Oh.
When safety equipment doesn't fit, it's game over. That goes for your kid, too. If they're too big for a car seat, that doesn't mean they're the right size for an adult safety belt. If they're under 4'9", they need a booster seat. It raises them up so the safety belt fits properly. And the right fit makes all the difference to their future. To learn more, visit www.boosterseat.gov. A public service announcement brought to you by the U.S. Department of Transportation and the Ad Council.
Final score here tonight between the Sac City Panthers and the San Joaquin Delta College Mustangs. Oh, there's Nani Kumba. She snuck up on me here real quick. Nani, how are you tonight? Not too bad. Let's go ahead and get you on here real quick. Get you all started here. Nani Kumba joins us here on the sideline report. And Nani, well, let's go ahead and I'm saying that right, Nani? Noni. Oh, I've been saying it wrong like for the last 2 years. Well, thank you for joining us tonight. You are the first inaugural moment here as we are able to provide some courtside play-by-play. So thank you very much for joining us. Tonight you had a couple points in the first quarter, but second quarter you really blew up. 9 points in the second quarter. Give you a total of, actually you wound up finishing off with 15 points. I gave you 5 rebounds, a couple assists, and a couple steals. Take us through your performance tonight.
I just know that playing defense, I had to play the top more often than I usually do, and to just dictate the offense of when they throw the ball and stuff to get my teammates steals. And playing the top is easier because I get more steals to finish on offense. And we had some of our players out tonight, so we just all had to step up.
It looked like that Sac City was coming in a little bit. I'm going to say 6 players. That's tough to do. So it looked like that it was a opportunity for some players to get some rest for the Mustangs, as well as some players to get a little bit more reps than what you're used to. So you got to start tonight. How did that feel to get out on the court and help out for the Mustangs? I know it's kind of a rotation between you, Krista, and a lot of other good Mustang players right now. So how did that feel to get a little bit good reputation or good reps out there?
It felt good to start with this game. And just because they had less players, it was easier for more of our players that sit more to get in the game more. So I felt like it let us see that they're able to contribute to the team more.
Take us through. I mean, you got a few games that are coming up. You had ARCito scheduled earlier in the week, but now you're going to play them on Sunday. Do you come into this mindset a little bit more because you're going to go? You have the game tonight. You have a game on Sunday. Now you have a game on Tuesday.
Right.
Is that mindset a little bit different for you, or what's been kind of said throughout the locker room about these 3 games coming up, pretty much within a couple days span?
I think we're ready for it because before we started our season, we had a lot of tournaments where we just played 1 game each day and just came off without practicing. We just basically had a little walkthrough. So coming off of this game and playing Sunday and then going into Tuesday, I think we should be good.
Well, thank you very much. We appreciate you, and we'll look forward to hopefully having you back on here, maybe even Tuesday.
Thank you.
So thank you very much. That was Nani Kumba. Glad for her to just step on by for a quick moment. She's going to go ahead and join the rest of her team. So for everybody else, we'll go ahead and step aside. We want to thank you all very much. Thank you all to the listeners for listening to us on the 209 Sports YouTube channel, as well as on the Pacific Radio Network. For Jeff Dunn, along with Mark Leong and the entire athletic department for the San Joaquin Delta College, we want to thank you all very, very much. Well, what's that? Oh, I wasn't aware of that. I was told that we're going to be expecting Coach as well, and I was not prepared for that.
She's in a team meeting.
She's in a team meeting. We'll catch her. What we'll do is she wants to come on the radio? Oh, okay. Well, I had an unexpected event here, so what's it? So she should be out. Well, you should be able. I don't think we need to have it that close. So if you are more than welcome. We'll run with it regardless. So thank you very much. I will catch up with Dr. Royal here soon. So thank you very much. So we'll go ahead and keep it going here. Mark, go ahead and jump on for a minute. So over tonight.
Wait, she's leaving with them?
Yeah, she's leaving with it. It's okay. We should be fine.
You sure?
Yeah, I think so. Either way, I mean, so if not, well, maybe put us.
Butterville